Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Today's video is just going to be a holiday gift guide. It is already almost Thanksgiving. The day that you're seeing this should be the Saturday before Thanksgiving, which means Black Friday sales are upon us. Holiday sales in general are upon us. Even though I feel like lately it's been like all of November has been sales. I just wanted to put out this gift guide a little bit early in case there was something that you wanted to get that was on sale, or if you were hand making something, you would have extra time to finish it. So I've done similar videos to this in the past. I'll have that linked for you guys if you want to see it up here for you guys. I just thought I'd kind of give my thought process for gift giving because I know a lot of people in my life that I need to get gifts for, and I struggle with figuring out gifts every single year for the people in my life. So this really helped me just think through what I was going to get everyone else, especially for the holidays. But if you are new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, but I love doing lifestyle content. I've done some vlogs as well. I honestly think you can't go wrong with the holiday gift guide. So if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and let's just hop into it. My biggest tip for gift giving would be to try to tailor the gifts you get them to their favorite hobbies, things that you know that they're interested in. For example, I really got into bread making this year, and for my birthday, one of my friends got me a bread lamelle, potentially that's what it's called. It's basically just a little razor for bread making, so you can do really pretty designs in the bread that you make. I thought that was really sweet and thoughtful, especially because I was just getting into baking. I didn't have a ton of those tools yet, and something like that was really helpful for me and like made me really excited. If there are any collabs that are out there with some of your favorite, some of their favorite brands, for example, the Tower 28 and Poppy collab that came out this year. My cousin is obsessed with Poppy. She is also obsessed with Tower 28, especially the SOS spray. So I thought this gift would be really cute for her, especially because you get the blush and the lip gloss for a discounted rate, and both of them are things that she enjoys. I know that's not super possible with like everything, but I feel like in this day and age, there are beauty collabs with literally every single thing that you can like trademark. Any IP, there's probably a collab out there that you could find. So even if it's not makeup related, if it's like, I don't know, clothing related, like you could find something that they would probably really like. Also, if they are like huge fans of something that generally have a very large following, there are a ton of creative artists out there that have made merch, like not sold by the person themselves, the artist themselves, that are honestly sometimes cuter than the merch shop. I'm talking about Taylor Swift's merch specifically, but those are always good ideas as well. Something else that I've gotten in the past that I think are good gifts are ornaments. Last year, specifically, me and my fiance got engaged. So for Christmas, we got a couple of personalized ornaments that had our engagement date on them, our wedding date on them. Some of them just said like engaged 2024. I've also gotten ornaments of our pets. So we have a cat named Adam who's a lovely tuxedo cat, but I got an ornament with his picture on it, which I thought was really cute and definitely something that's going to be on my tree forever. So those are always really good gifts, and they're so thoughtful. I think they're like relatively easy to do. There are a ton of different Etsy sellers that make them. If you have a Cricut, you could try and make it yourself. I know that last year I did the same thing for my future mother-in-law. I found an ornament at Target, I think, that was like a ring box that said engaged 2024. And then I used my Cricut and some iron-on vinyl to put like our names on it and the exact date. So something like that would be really cute. If you find something that you can buy in store, and maybe adding something a little bit more personalized is really cute. I'm thinking like embroidery. I'm thinking like using a Cricut. I know not everyone has a Cricut, but embroidery and needles can be relatively cheap and relatively cute. Another thing that I think you can never go wrong with are Legos. For me, I love getting Legos. I have shelves on shelves of Legos. That bouquet back there is a Lego bouquet. I have Lego orchids and plants at my desk. I have a Lego tuxedo cat that I got for my birthday this year. So just in general, I think Legos are super fun. They're also generally kind of expensive. So if you get it as a gift, that might be something a little bit more special than them buying it themselves. So always a good option if you have a significant other. You know, they do have those Lego bouquet set, and then the flowers will never die, especially me because I have a brown thumb and those flowers can literally never die. So I think those are always a good idea too. The next category are handmade gifts. I know not everyone is crafty, but if you have the tiniest inkling of craftiness to you, I think these could be really fun. I'm thinking crochet amigurumis of their favorite animal, or like a plushie from their favorite show. There are a bunch of patterns on Etsy for really cool patterns, and like Pokemon and Appa, which I made this past year. So there's a ton of amigurumi patterns out there. There's a ton of free patterns out there too, if you look online and like look through people's blogs. And crochet amigurumis are relatively easy, especially if you're just getting into it. I think you could make a knitted scarf. There are a ton of patterns out there as well, free patterns. There are a ton of paid patterns as well, but a lot of the scarves tend to be relatively simple to build up because the stitches are relatively simple. So I think those could be really cute, and you could do all the fun colors. You could find a yarn in their favorite color. Yeah, like I said, they can be built up pretty quickly, which I think is nice. I've also seen air dry clay pieces, so I'm thinking like really cute little trinket trays, maybe magnets, maybe ring holders specifically. I went through a deep dive on Pinterest of like anything you can make with air dry clay. Those are relatively easy to make, and you can paint them, and then you can put some sort of acrylic layer over top, or like a UV acrylic layer over top to really seal in everything. And it's really fun just working with your hands, in my opinion. So I think that could be really cute. You could hand make a blanket. I know that there are tutorials out there for like hand knitting and hand crocheting. So that one, you don't even need to buy really special tools. You can just buy the yarn. And this last one might be a little bit niche, and maybe it's because I'm too deep into wedding TikTok, but I've seen these things of like mosaic tiles with names on them, and I think that could be really cute and really easy if you have the patience to do that. Again, I think that might be a little niche and maybe a little too deep into the wedding TikTok rabbit hole, but I think that is also a super cute idea. If you're not super crafty, then maybe you can try and find something functional that they would like. Functional gifts are always a plus, in my opinion, just because if you've noticed someone struggling with something, I feel like a functional gift that shows that you like are paying attention to them is really nice. For example, this year my fiance is always losing his glasses, always losing his wallet, like always just misplacing things, and I really want to get him just a set of air tags to put on almost everything he owns, so that if he loses it and freaks out, or not freaks out, but like if he's running late for work and can't find his wallet, then he can just go on his phone, like set the air tag, beep, whatever it's called, and then he can find it and freak out less and get to work on time. Another thing, for example, my fiance was using a gallon Ziploc bag to hold all of his toiletries for a really long time. So I got him a nice leather toiletry bag from Coach that he can use for any travels we go to, anything like that. I don't know why he was using a gallon Ziploc bag, but you know, there's an upgrade for him. Another functional thing based on examples from like my life and my friends, one of my friends loves to read textbooks for fun. I could not get behind that, but if she loves it, more power to her. And she also loves bread baking. And so I found this textbook that is also a recipe book, and it kind of just talks about all the food science behind making bread. And I just thought that this was a super good book for her specifically. I feel like both things are like right up her alley. This kind of goes with like collabs as well, I guess, but I think that is also a really good alley. If they love cooking, if they love soups, I still love my Every Season is Soup Season cookbook. We've been making soups out of that cookbook forever. I think it's an amazing cookbook. Or if they are really trying to learn to cook in general, there are a ton of cookbooks out there as well. Another functional thing, heated blanket. Okay, you can't go wrong with a heated blanket. I love mine. I got mine from Costco 2 years ago now, and I can't live without it. It is so nice to be just cozy and warm, especially in the winter time. You really can't go wrong. It's a nice throw blanket. You can put it on whenever. They have auto timers, so you're not going to burn the house down. Like, I really don't think you can go wrong with a heated blanket. They're just chef's kiss. Also, in the spirit of coziness, maybe some nice flannel bed sheets. I know Quince has some really good ones. I know Target has some really good ones for really cheap as well. I'm sure Brooklinen has some really good ones. I'm sure Amazon has really good ones. It doesn't really matter the brand, to be honest, as long as the material is nice and cozy and warm. We love our flannel bed sheets. They just make everything so much cozier, especially in the winter time, especially when you're just trying to cuddle. I think those are always a good gift. If they're sports fans, anything athletic wear with their favorite sport or sports team on it. For us, we are a Bills family. I am a married into the family Bills fan, Bills Mafia. He's gotten me a Josh Allen jersey. I've gotten him various Bills themed apparel. I have also embroidered 2 different hoodies with the Bills logo on them. One with the Josh Allen flying potato logo, and then one with the actual Bills logo. Anything sportswear, sports team wear related things, I think those are always really nice to have. Lastly, for the people that have everything, that they don't really need material things, but you still want to get them something, get them an experience. I am such a huge fan of getting experiences. If they're your partner or significant other, I think something that goes along with like a date night type of vibe is really cool. So for me and my fiance, we've done throwing classes where you make your own pottery. We've done glass blowing classes where you can like blow glass. We've gotten like murder mystery board games that you can do together and just have fun like trying to solve a crime together. If you guys are both competitive or easily frazzled, maybe that's not the best idea, but for an at-home date night, we really liked it. There are a ton of used ones on eBay as well, because, you know, like a lot of people will buy the board game, finish it, and they're not going to try and solve it again because they know the answers. So like check eBay if you're trying to keep costs down. If they already have a lot of material things and they're not your significant other, you can spend money by donating to organizations that they support in their name. So you could adopt a star, you could adopt a turtle. There are a ton of different variations out there. You could adopt lots of animals if they are an animal lover. Not adopt like bring home, adopt as in like give money to help support the cause, adopt. I think that's a really good idea as well. Experiences like going to sporting events, you know, get them tickets. They don't have to be super good tickets, they don't have to be expensive tickets. You could get them a gift certificate to a spa, you could get them like a mani-pedi gift certificate, things like that, where they wouldn't splurge for themselves, but if you splurge for them and they just need like a moment to relax, I think those could be good gift ideas as well. So that's all that I have. I still have a lot of gift planning to do for myself and for my friends and family. So I'm gonna leave this here. If you have any great gift ideas, let me know in the comments. I'd literally love to know everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. And good luck Christmas shopping. Okay, bye guys.